Cherokee with P0406 code with a 4.7 engine. We have a check engine light. We have an ABS light as well, but that's a different story. We're going to focus on the check engine. To get the code, retrieve the codes from the Jeep, all you gotta do is again once, twice, 3 times, and there's the code P0406, and nothing else. It has to do with the EGR. The EGR is that silvery thing right there. EGR looks fairly new. I have a doubt if that's the issue. It says circuit is too high. Sometimes voltage from hot running engine, it can be an issue causing sensors to overreact. So once everything's taken care of, a lot of errors went away. This is just came on, telling me that it's a high voltage. I had one here, EGR valve. I will replace it for the hell of it to make this video to show you how to replace it. I'm not sure if it will be cure the code or fix the code, but let's see what happens. This is what the EGR looks like. So I'm going to remove the 8mm first to release the pipe. Harness right there. Just push back the cover, harness, and it will push back. That's step 1. And step 2, removing the 2 8mm bolts right down there. 8mm bolts were removed. Now we're just going to take out the pipe. So this is what it looks like, and it's removed. Okay, so this is now what the EGR looks like. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and replace it. This is 2 13mm bolts. Okay, we're removing the 30mm bolt from the back of the EGR valve. Just use a ratchet and extension and 30mm, and it shouldn't be any problem. Come taken out. These bolts are removed. The EGR is ready to come out. There's the EGR. EGR, this is what we just removed. And problem with the gasket, you can see how dark it's down here. The hole from the previous gasket was cut smaller than supposed to. It wasn't breathing right. This is the gasket I have for the new one, which is fairly pretty new. But this is the gasket came from the one I have a problem with, and this was cut by someone to match the space, and I guess maybe it's not breathing or leaking something. You can see the dark spot on this one. I think by not cutting the gasket correctly, I think maybe this is the problem all along. Whoever installed it did not use the original product. Make sure the surface is clean and put the correct EGR, the correct gasket in, reset the code, and run the car. I'm going to install the new gasket, the new EGR, and hoping for the best. Okay, at this time we're going to drop in the EGR with the gasket on and the bolts on. Navigate your way through it, twist and left and right. I just have to use my other hand and jiggle it left and right and get the thread going. Okay, the EGR unit is installed. Now we have to connect the pipe. Okay, now we're going to install the tube. This is the part that attaches to the EGR, 2 8mm bolts and a gasket. So ready to drop it in, and like I said, don't forget the gasket and 2 8mm bolts. We're installing the pipe, so now they are in place. We're just going to drop it in and connect it with the air intake. There you go, we're almost there. We're pushing to the intake, and now we can see the bolts down there. We just have to. Okay, the EGR is installed. All I gotta do now is plug in the harness, move the sleeve to the right for the insulation, and plug in the harness. Done. We'll reset the code and drive the car. Okay, I reset the code, and I'm going to take the car for a test drive. I'll put the trip miles on 0, and we will come up right away for the first 25-30 miles. So let's take a time for a test drive and see if we can fix this problem. Okay, EGR issue fixed. Drove the car 100 miles, no check engine light came back on again. All good. So I hope my video helped you solve your EGR problem, and support the channel so we can make more videos to save you more money. Thank you.